Every time.
Hey everybody.
Sorry we're late.
Sorry we're late to the party. We were doing stuff.
Today's topic is small town problems.
Yes. We both live in Los Angeles now, which is not a small town, but we're from two separate tiny towns in Massachusetts, which were the most boring thing ever.
Literally, like, you have to drive a half an hour to get to the grocery store, like a half an hour to get to a gas station, like half an hour to do anything. We have some small town struggles that we thought maybe y'all could relate to.
Maybe. Or maybe you won't relate at all because you've always lived somewhere cool and I'm jealous of you. So the reason I even thought about this is because I was driving through LA and I feel like almost all the gas stations are open 24/7 here, but there are a couple on Jane Street that are like closed, and I was like, that's weird. It's only 10 o'clock, you know? So I'm like, what? I was thinking back to like literally back in Massachusetts, like at least the gas station's on my path to work. So I worked like 27 miles away at like a Marshall's. At like a shopping plaza. So like it took me like half an hour to get to work, half an hour to get home. If on the way to work, nothing is happening.
I'm sorry.
He's gonna like dive into the...
Navi, stop! If the whole set comes crashing down.
It's gonna happen. Anyway, sorry. So I basically had to do this like algorithm in my head, like on my way to work, like, okay, do I have enough gas to get to work, to get home, and to get back out to a gas station tomorrow? Otherwise, I gotta go now. There were multiple times I was like late to my like part-time job because I was like, if I don't stop for gas, like I'm screwed. So it's like, you've got to figure your gas like 100 miles in advance.
I don't know about your town, but my town, two of the gas stations in the center town that were close to my work and convenient were like not self-serve. Like a person came out and did it, and then they charged way more for the gas because they were like doing you a favor. But it's like, bitch, I don't punch my own
I did not ask you for this.
I used to have to like plan out my coffee routine because like I commuted to college and I went through this town. The town I worked in had Dunkin' Donuts. And I remember when that Dunkin' Donuts got built, it was like a huge deal. Everyone was so excited. Basically, the only option was Dunkin' Donuts. Or I could get like these crappy like no-name places called like Gourmet Donuts, which was like too sweet for me. Or there was a Starbucks that was like way out of my
Starbucks?
way. Yeah.
Damn, boo.
So I had to like plan my whole morning. Like I had to leave so early. Like if I wanted coffee, I had to leave like an hour and a half before class. So if I had an 8 a.m., I was at the door at 6:30. I had to decide, okay, do I want Dunkin's, which wasn't even really on the way. I had to take another turn, get the Dunkin's, and then go to school. Or if I wanted Starbucks, which is fancy, I had to go on the highway in the opposite direction of my school. I remember like whenever I would have Starbucks, people would like in class were like, where'd you get Starbucks? There was a gas station by the Starbucks, so if I planned it just right, I could get my gas and my coffee.
Everybody knows everybody and is like aware of where things should and should not be.
Everybody is in everyone's business. And still to this day, I live in LA and people are still up in my business.
Oh my god, same.
People just want to see, like, they thrive off drama.
Yeah.
They got nothing else to do.
People will like approach my mom. My mom's like a town official. So they'll like approach her and like ask her questions about me. I'm like, leave my mom alone. There was like this guy, this officer, like a town policeman, who also worked at the school, like teaching like DARE and like this like class called like Law and Order. Basically, he would just like threaten you for an hour every day. But he also was like an actual police officer. So like one time we was driving around and he pulled my mom over while I was in the car. I was in the car also. 14 Jane was there too. Mom had brought us to a concert and he pulled her over for like running a yellow light. And
people do that here.
It's like so awkward because then he's like, you're like, hey, like officer, whatever, like you know him, like I see you every day, and he literally is like, and like gives her the ticket, and then we're like, that asshole. And the next day you just see him at class, and you just have to like act like you don't hate his fucking guts. But I did, and my mom does too. People are just everywhere. You know everyone. I remember this chick that was pregnant. She disappeared for like 9 months and then came back and was like, my mom had a baby. It's like, we all know it's your baby. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I just spent this summer with my grandma and my mom had a baby and we're like,
your mom's like 60, Karen, okay?
Why'd you name her Karen? But like, I'm so glad, like, through school, like, I only had one boyfriend, so like, no one could really gossip about me.
I just laid low. everyone was like, that girl's shy and doesn't talk, so she's fine. We won't pick on her.
Yeah, let's just leave her alone so she doesn't kill herself.
But yeah, going along with that, like, me and one of my ex-boyfriends, like, so, like, we would meet up in the parking lot, like, by my work, after work, which was, like, not late. It was, like, 9:30 at night. And we would just chill in the parking lot and talk, like, if we were having issues or something. I don't know. It's what we did. And I remember this one time we were, like, driving around, like, talking, and we parked in this parking lot, and, like, this cop comes, like, because they have nothing better to do, and they're like, what are you doing? And then they recognized me from the store because I work at the grocery store, and then they knew him from the store because he used to work at the grocery store. I'm telling you, everyone knows everyone. I said, hi, like, how are you? Because I, like, literally talk to these cops, like, twice a day, and they just don't even care. Like you were saying, like, they just, like, put on this face, and they're just like, get out of here. Like, they just thought we were just, like, doing drugs or doing something bad. Like, they're just like, go on your way. Like, you can't get away with anything.
Right. You
like,
better not make small talk with me tomorrow, asshole.
Right? Like, here you could probably sleep in your car down in the Wendy's parking lot 2 blocks down, and no one would give a crap.
You're legitimately good. Like, no one's gonna bother you. No one knows you.
And this isn't us saying we think we're better than everyone because we got out of it, but it is us saying...
It's just hard. Honestly, the biggest thing was that there is nothing to do. Like, there's nothing to do. If you're younger than 21, like, you can't do anything.
But I think that's also, like, a good thing because I made my own fun, and I think it led to me being a very creative person.
I made my own fun.
Like, you sound like a loser. No, but
it's true. Like,
I'm very grateful to be here in Los Angeles now, able to do whatever I want,
and to really appreciate it.
And I do appreciate my upbringing, and I do miss it.
Yeah. So that was kind of our experience growing up in a small town in the middle of nowhere. So do you have one of those, or
are you
no?
cool?
Or were you cool?
That's all we got. See you next week.